Good day, students! It's another awesome time to learn new things. This is Sir Ike, and welcome to our virtual TLE class.
Lord, true source of light and wisdom, give me a keen sense of understanding, a retentive memory, and the capacity to grasp things correctly. Grant me the grace to be refined in my action, and the skills to express myself with thoroughness and clarity. Be with me at the start of my work, guide its progress, and bring it to success. Amen.
Before we move forward, make sure that you have all the materials that you need for our day's lesson. You can play and pause this video if you need more time answering the activities. Before we start our new lesson, let's have a short recap of the discussion last meeting.
Direction. Eggs vary in sizes. Match the weights of egg in column A to its classification in column B. Number 1. What is the size of the egg if it is greater than 71 grams? If your answer is E, extra large, you are correct. How about if the egg is greater than 57 grams? You are right if your answer is letter D, large. What size of an egg is greater than 43 grams? The answer is letter C, small. How about if the egg is greater than 50 grams? You are correct if your answer is B, medium. And lastly, if the egg is greater than 35 grams, it is called letter A, peewee.
Now let us have an activity called Guess the Gibberish. All you need to do is to read the groups of unrelated words and decipher them into real phrases. For example, the words are sad, heard, and day. Becomes Saturday. So, are you ready? Let's begin.
Number 1. What do you think is the hidden word behind these unrelated words? The answer is food color. Try to look at this one. What do you think is the correct answer? You are correct if your answer is leavening agent. How about this set of unrelated words? Coating agent is the right answer. Can you guess this one? You are excellent if you answered emulsifier. What about this one? What do you think is the correct answer? If your answer is binding agent, then you got it right. And lastly, try to guess this one. If your answer is thickener, then you are amazing.
Great job! Can you please review the words that we got? What are those again? Our lesson title is Uses of Egg in Cooking. At the end of this video lesson, you are expected to identify the uses of egg in cooking, value the importance of knowing the uses of egg in cooking, and discuss the uses of egg in culinary. As we begin, let's try to check your prior knowledge. Listen carefully and try to find out the correct answers.
Number 1. Egg plays a vital role in cooking. Which of the following does not belong to the group? Is it A. Coagulation, B. Coating agent, C. Emulsifier, or D. Food coloring? The answer is A. Coagulation. Second question. What is the use of egg in making a mayonnaise? Is it A. Binding, B. Coating, C. Emulsifying, or D. Leavening? The answer is letter C. Emulsifying. As a leavening agent, egg doubled up the size of which of the following food? Is it A. Bread, B. Nutribar, C. Siomai, or D. Turon? The right answer is A. Bread. Number 4. What part of an egg is being used for the addition of colors in food? Is it A. Egg yolk, B. Egg white, C. Chalasa, or D. Shell? The right answer is letter A. Egg yolk. And lastly, number 5. What are the two liquid ingredients combined with egg to make a mayonnaise? Is it A. Oil and soy sauce, B. Soy sauce and water, C. Vinegar and water, or D. Water and oil? The correct answer is letter D. Water and oil. Job well done!
To jumpstart our discussion, let us first define terms which will appear and may bring confusion. Words to define are
pigment, coagulate, and denature. Now let us define the word pigment. It is the natural coloring matter of animal or plant tissue. Next is the word coagulate. Cause a fluid to change to a solid or semi-solid state. And the word denature. means to take away or alter the natural qualities of.
I think you are all set. So let's begin. An egg is indeed a convenient food for any meal in and out of the house. Filipinos usually eat eggs during breakfast as their source of energy throughout the day. Whether it be in the morning or in the evening, egg has been one of the staple food for all the types of households. And now, what we are about to do is to identify the uses of egg in cooking.
First in the uses of egg is as food color. The orange pigment of the egg yolk adds another color to the food. We can see this in pancakes and cupcakes. We can also use egg as leavening agent. The egg white helps trap air, allowing the baked good to rise and be light and fluffy. It is used in certain recipes such as sponge cake and meringue. Another use of egg is as coating agent. Since the egg white and egg yolk are thicker than water and other liquids, egg helps flour, seasonings, or breadcrumbs stick to food. We can use egg to coat a fried chicken or a corn dog. The next use of egg is as emulsifier. The egg yolk helps from a stable product by allowing the water and oil to separate. We can use this in making mayonnaise. Another use of egg is as binding agent. The egg proteins coagulate and help bond the structure together. This enables the food to stick together and not fall apart. Egg is used to bind the ingredients of a meatloaf. And lastly, egg is also used as a thickener. As egg proteins start to denature, they form a gel which thickens the food. Egg is used as thickener in a recipe such as custard and pudding. Now let us have an activity. Give an example of food based on the use of egg. What food uses egg in binding its ingredients? One possible answer is meatloaf. What about in coating? Possible answers are fried chicken or corn dog. How about as food color? Possible answers are pancakes and cupcakes. What certain recipe uses egg as emulsifier? The answer is mayonnaise. What food uses egg as a leavening agent? Possible answers are sponge cake and meringue. And lastly, what kind of food uses egg as a thickener? Possible answers are custard and pudding.
Job well done! To sum it up, why do you think is it important to know the uses of egg in cooking? Knowing the use of egg in cooking helps you understand when to use an egg yolk, an egg white, or both correctly in a certain recipe. Let us check your understanding by doing this activity. Identify the use of egg in the following dishes.
Number 1. Mayonnaise. What do you think is the correct answer? Number 2. Pancakes or cupcakes. What do you think is the right answer? Number 3. How about sponge cake or meringue? Number 4. Custard or pudding? And number 5. Meatloaf.
On a clean sheet of paper, answer the following.
Identify the uses of egg in the following sentences. Number 1. When frying food, egg helps hold the fried food in place. Number 2. Egg gives strength and stability to meatloaf. Number 3. Eggs hold up to 4 times their weight in moisture in making custard and pudding. Number 4. Eggs serve this purpose in a recipe that calls for beaten egg whites, like in making meringue. And lastly, number 5. Egg blends 2 incompatible ingredients, like in the recipe of mayonnaise.
Let us see how far you have learned from this lesson. To show your understanding, I want you to answer the following questions.
Number 1. From the uses of egg, what do you usually use with the egg at your household? And number 2, did you observe that there are 2 colors of egg in the market? Differentiate the two.
That's all for today. I hope you learned something. See you on our next video lesson.